she's cool.
And she does
Mother.
have some mechanics we'll show near the end of the breakdown that are kind of different. Something we've not done before. It's super exciting.
She has some exciting new stuff we'll show at the end of this breakdown that literally wouldn't have been possible before the cameo system.
Let's take a look at the Queen.
All right, so let's start with some of the basics. Two cool things about her in this game is she has these cool VFX, like this purple energy, and then
That sweep is amazing.
Regal.
A lot of people are comparing her to MK11, like what looks better, but she looks similar to me. But at least
she has
in
really
game,
good range, as you'd imagine. Some
obviously in the
magical
cutscenes
long
and
hair.
stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say she got a
And there's
big
couple
glow up.
normals I
Yeah.
Like
really
Sindel and MK11 was
First
still
is
really
forward
awesome and
four,
beautiful.
which
Like
kind
damn.
of takes out
But
of
like
the
on
page,
this play screen, she doesn't look
black,
that different from
and it's like kind of her main mid-range tool you want to get in.
Because you can't see their face
that.
that
And
good.
that's a mid, right?
Yes.
I
And
guess
it's
so.
pretty quick, but it has a really neat new follow-up.
I like that.
She jumps into the air. It's a low
Ooh.
combo starter, and she can actually control how far she goes. She can do this close version and actually land right in front of them. Far version. Or she can just do it by itself, go in for a throw. Go
That's a
for,
wrap.
Thank you. Go for this cool low. Or one of her block strings. Another normals is back two, which leads into an overhead, and she can combo into it, or you can do back two by itself and actually be airborne. Let's go over the special moves. We'll start with the classic, the sweep,
Yes.
the iconic, quintessential Sindel. It's still one of her best combo starters. It stuns. They can't hear anything for a while. She's going to get a free hit. You can kind of do it at mid-range if you think you caught them sleeping, not blocking. Like I said, it's great to hit confirm. It's
With
just,
punish.
Exactly.
I just
right.
throw it out all the time.
All
Look
the
how
time.
fast it is.
Then let's go over fireballs, which are always one of the most important kind of key things about her offense. She has high hairball,
Hairball.
low hairball.
Which is in the moves list.
Yes, that's canonical. Hairball. And then air hairball.
Okay.
This game
Zoning
is a
Queen.
straight, very quick fireball. It is not the downward arc it has previously done. You can do it really low to the ground and it's quick, and I think it's pretty effective. Look at that.
Looking
I
like
still
a
got
ball in this bit. Hold up.
it. The EX versions have some interesting properties. So, straight one, the straight one will actually eat up fireballs. So if you use a barometer or zoning war, you'll
Okay.
actually beat out their projectile. And the low ones are really neat. So
It's like Sub-Zero's medium ice ball.
And up
Yeah.
close, actually a hit that will pop them up. Which means in the corner, you can do cool stuff. Like, get a combo. Oh my
It
god.
looks tight.
Yeah.
There we go. Maybe I don't still have it.
I mean, I see the vision.
Thank you. So it's neat. It turns this pure zoning tool up
Look at that
close
baby tree
into
in
an
the back.
actual
You see it?
offensive tool.
Oh,
Little baby.
him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Both equally cool.
You can also use that with your mix-ups, which gets to the next tool, her cartwheel, the overhead, straight from MK9. If you EX it, it has armor. It's really good up close. It's
Okay,
great
so
as
it's
a
a
wake-up
special instead of
attack.
like in a string
You can
route.
use it after moves like this.
I wonder if those trees can
Mix it up
talk.
with the low,
I would assume
the
so.
sweep, and a really fun down three. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
So like for me, when I
Distance
play
on
against
that.
you, you really
That'd be
have to
kind of
think
boring to be a
one of
tree.
those
Like you can't
has
move or
the
go nowhere.
overhead.
Exactly.
They look different, but you have to, you
Okay.
can't be on autopilot.
Right. And then lastly, she has the classic levitate, which she can float in the air,
It's gorgeous.
she can drop straight down. So like for example, you're trying to zone, we can use standing low fireballs to go under your hairball. Not very effective to low fireball when you're literally not touching the ground.
Right.
She can also cancel it, and she can do fun cancels. Like for example, she can do the back two,
Nice.
the airborne, go into flight, and if you EX it, it's actually significantly faster. And she has some true block strings that they won't be able to interrupt.
Got it.
Now let's talk about how this can play into her cameo. I have chosen, oops, set it to all. I have chosen Serena, who we got a little taste of in the last trailer, but now we're actually going to show her moves. So her first attack is the blade. It's a very quick projectile. You can see the cooldown is pretty quick.
It's a summon.
Then she also has Kia's blades. She goes full demon.
Kia's
multiple,
blades.
They come back.
That's cool.
And this actually leads into combos. So you can do
So the
fun
first
stuff.
one's Jataka's blade and the second one's Kia's blade.
Turn that into a full combo.
That did look fun.
It is fun.
She can really
That
get up in
looks
the
so
air.
amazing.
Yes.
In a lot of
Yeah,
ways.
In a
I
lot
mean,
of
yeah.
ways. She also has her demon up kick, which is a great wake-up attack. It's invincible. It's really quick. You can also use it as an anti-air.
Cameo, wake up.
And then lastly, she has a fourth move. Every cameo has at least 3, and some might have more. So she's one of those. Jakata's Curse.
Chitaka's curse.
She puts this rune on the ground, and while the opponent is standing in it, let's set it to default.
Some meter drain
Meter's
going.
being drained pretty quick.
Yeah,
you can
pretty
see.
fast.
Yeah. Now this is
I
an
wonder if
ambush
Serena
move, which means you
cameo
can
will have,
do
like,
it
Kia
while
and
Sindel
Jataka
is doing
skins.
other actions. So for
That'd be
example,
cool.
I wish
while
they
you have a
could do
combo
that.
going, you can summon her.
But yeah, that meter
Oh,
drain
there's
is
a lot
dope.
of setups there.
Yeah, so you can imagine you can use that in the corner,
Like,
in the middle of the
if you're
combo,
comboing them and
coming
hitting
out.
them, they're also gaining meter and losing
stuff
meter
like
at the same
that. She
time.
could do nasty
But at
stuff
least they won't be
like
able to
drain your
break,
meter so you
'cause
can
they won't
break
have
a
3
combo
bars.
in the
Yeah,
middle
you gotta
of your
hope you
combo.
hit them with a throw and get that
like
slow-mo
breaking
going, I guess.
She does not, which is let's maybe get into that.
Yeah, I
a
didn't
little
see
bit
any
more.
wake up cameos in the beta either.
So let's go back to
Yeah.
what you said earlier.
A lot of
Only,
Sub-Zeros are waking up
Sonya.
with slide though.
Using the cameo system.
Yeah, only Sonya with her leg grab
So
was like a true
Sindel,
cameo
when
wake
she's
up.
the queen. She has this commanding
That I remember.
presence. She has, what the
Invincible?
kids would say is whiz.
I don't know if it was invincible,
I'll be
but I
crazy.
know it was good.
Thank you.
It's a combo
And
starter.
she could use that.
Well,
to
no, it
actually
doesn't start combos.
command
If you wake up
her
with it, they just
cameo
flip them
and
to the
maybe
ground.
more. So let's start with
Okay.
Circular queen.
this buff move. Once you activate it, while it's active, cooldown it will be significantly faster for your cameo. So you can see normally this move's already pretty quick. Once she has this active, it's even quicker. And Serena, she is
You can
recovering
spam.
so fast her cooldown. She could basically do that like almost indefinitely.
It's interesting that she's
So
doing.
that's for any
You
cameo she
can turn what
uses?
Yeah.
normally would
Cool.
be kind of a limited use move into something that you can just use almost
It's
like
interesting
any
she
other
has a
stuff on
special
you.
move that
Some of the other
specifically
ones,
interacts with
His
cameos.
blades have
Yeah.
a pretty long cooldown. It's significantly faster when she has that active.
Now she's giving herself up there.
Correct.
There is some.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Correct. But once you get it going, her cameo use is substantially better. There's also an EX version with a really interesting twist. When she EX it, she's now commanding the opponent's cameo, and if the opponent
What?
tries to break, they will be stunned,
Whoa!
and you get a reset instead.
That's cool.
So let's show that again. I have the move active. The opponent goes for a breaker. You can see Sonya actually is like, gets the little head and, oh my god, I'm confused. And your breaker
I wonder
is
how long
not
that
just
lasts,
disabled. Once you get
Yeah.
that stun, they
Because
will
once
pop
they
up
see
and
you
Sindel
do
gets
it, they
a
just
full
know not to break
reset.
her, obviously.
No breakers allowed.
Couple ways to avoid them. Seems
Yes.
like for her.
There's also another really interesting move I'd like to show. So for this one,
It does take a while to do caneless. And if it only lasts for like 5 or 8 seconds, that'll be kind of not
Sindel.
worth it.
can take control of an opponent's cameo and stun them. So for example, I will call it out, and Sonya is actually dizzy.
Yep.
If Sindel is in the middle of doing this move, where she points, while the cameo's out, so you have to do it on a read, the cameo is stunned for this entire length of time and cannot be summoned.
Okay.
I mean,
There's also an EX version.
I don't know if that would be that
This
good.
version, Sonya
That's
will
a
leave
quick
the
read,
screen,
and then, like, you have to be
I
full screen for
gain
that, I feel
control
like.
of her.
The EX
I
one might be
actually
worth
get
it.
a free use of either
Yeah.
of the cameo's moves.
Because
of
the
my
EX
choosing.
one
So for
gives
example,
you their cameo.
I now have square wave. And that use of
you can pick
cameo-
any of them.
Correct.
Not just
Any
the one
of
they were
Sonya's
doing.
Serve your
Right.
queen.
Got it.
I have control over it for a pretty good amount of time, and it does not cost any kind of cooldown or anything. So you could actually do stuff like I could summon Sonya to start leg grab to go into a combo, and then go into Serena's demon like anti-air move to end the combo if I wanted.
But
You can use
when
3
you steal their
cannons in one
cameo, does
combo
it
if
lock
you
them
want.
out of using
You're
their
gonna have some
cameo?
fun in training mode.
That's an important
Yeah,
question.
it's really,
Yeah.
really neat, and it's something that's gonna,
I would assume it does.
how
'cause
effective and
she's
the way you
controlling
use is
it,
gonna
but-
change on what the opponent's
What up,
can.
Big Carl?
Got it.
Big Carl.
Cool.
Sindel's broke.
Do we want to do Fatal Blow? Is that
I
all?
think
That's
these
the best way we can
uh,
finish,
Let's
right?
do it.
these special moves are really interesting, but they seem slow on startup, and we still have no idea how long
Oh
they
yeah,
last.
Big Bear is amazing.
They might be useless depending,
That's what I'm saying. Like, the meter burn one, I agree, has potential. But outside of that, I don't know.
That is a
It's hard to say how good it is right
Yeah,
now.
the leg pull, I feel that.
because it's very
Yeah,
situational.
that's-
You have to do it
Amongst the most
when they're
brutal
using their
game, I
cameo.
think.
You can't just do it when they're not using their
Pretty-
cameo.
And then,
good,
like,
good, bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's not like you're gonna
cool.
stop them from doing a
Let's-
cameo
move on
combo.
to Ray?
You can only stop
I
them from
think
doing
so.
like cameo zoning
Again,
or something.
when-
Yeah, cameos in the
No,
neutral.
Yeah.
Who does Rain? Who plays Rain? What players play them?
I think Rain's always been kind of a flashy character that appeals to people that like to hit buttons.
Yeah.
Rain's, though, quite a bit different in this game. Rain has traditionally been a ninja. In this game, in Liu Kang's
They gave
new
him the
era,
Scarlet
he's
treatment.
really
Yeah.
licensed as a mage. He's the high mage in Sindel's
Agreed, Flaming
Kourt,
Strike.
and his moveset has substantially changed. There will be little hints and fun nods to the previous versions of Rain, like you'd expect.
Right.
Big
but
Carlton.
he's
Big
gonna be
Carl with the
one
sub,
more,
thank you so
radically altered
much.
characters, and I think it's an interesting new take. So
And like we've done in the new era, like all the characters will have, they're still somewhat who you know. There's still stuff that's
Right.
going to bring you back to them that you loved using when we were younger.
yes,
But they've definitely changed.
yeah, he
So-
probably has like mostly new moves to go with his new role, like his new power set. It's pretty neat. So let's check it out.
I love that Harley Quinn emo.
So you'll
Candy
notice
bought it for
right
me.
off the bat, he has a new weapon, which is his wizard staff. And he uses it in most of his normal attacks. And he is definitely
Swag.
now much less of a physical fighter than he ever has been before. He is a very powerful mage, and he uses it in most of his attacks. A couple
I hope they
normals
still
I
give him
really
roundhouse
want to
at
talk
least.
about. Like you can see even his sweep.
Mm.
Instead of using his foot, he literally uses his water staff. This is definitely
I
the
love
coolest
the
thing.
kick up,
It's,
the
it's
kick
so
up.
good.
And you'll notice the water leaves the top, gets in there, and then comes back to the top.
Right. I absolutely love it. So let's start off with a couple normals I really wanted to show. His forward 2, forward 2, 1, 3 is this like really good range mid, pretty quick. It's also got
Gorgeous.
forward 3, which is an overhead, into a double overhead.
Double overhead.
It's a pop-up. That'll be one of his most important, I think.
If he has a low special move, that's going to be scary.
And then one other normal I really wanted to show was a standing 4, which
Oh, there we go.
even though he's no longer a ninja, he still has tremendous leg strength.
I was gonna say they need to put
so
roundhouse
strong that he
in.
can actually
Like,
kick you
yes.
across the world. Now this is an interesting one because if you hold it,
Oh.
he gets a combo, and he can
Oh,
also
that special move was a
cancel
low.
out of the hold
Did it say that?
to fake you out.
Okay.
There you
Oh,
go.
never mind,
See,
those are
I'm
mids.
good. And let's check out his throw, which is a nice nod to the classic wall.
Whoa.
He goes in with you, and then you
That's
burst
cool.
out. So you can see his normal attacks are very fresh and different.
I mean, Mellow Shot, he might be a zoner.
And I think the water effects are awesome. So you want to go?
Yeah,
into
he looks like he has a lot of range in this
So
game. I
he
think they're
has
trying to
some
make him like
really
Scarlet
interesting
treatment, like taking him from
zoning
rush down to
tools. I mean,
zoning.
some might even call him a premier zoner. And let's start with his straight projectile,
Premier
which
zoner, she says.
takes up a ton of real estate, is fairly quick, and has some interesting ways that you can change it. If you EX it, he gets a full knockdown. He can actually hold it down and get a stagger, And you can actually cancel out of this hold down. So you can mix up doing the move,
You can hold in forward dash or back
doing
dash
different
out of it.
timings,
That's cool.
doing EX, or canceling out of it. Keep the opponent guessing. When you have a projectile like that takes up a ton of space, what's the one thing you know the opponent's going to try to do to beat it?
Oh yeah, you know I'm about to have the Shao tech.
Jump. And that's not going to be super effective because he has an anti-air.
Anti-air?
Hey, Auntie.
And this has a very neat EX. It actually allows him to pop up for combos.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's pretty cool. Again, it makes a full screen projectile become kind of an offensive tool up close. Now, one thing would be, well, what happens if they're using projectiles against him? And he has a water bubble where he surrounds himself in water, and any projectile is going to be negated. It'll actually just be destroyed when it hits the water bubble. And this is something that he can set up, go behind, go in the middle
Okay,
of.
that's cool.
Exactly. But if you EX it, it surrounds him and
Follows him.
with
Kind of walk him down.
Exactly. So then you can go in, do his lows, do his overhead, all that good stuff when he has the water shield on.
Gotcha.
Now, there's other ways you can get in. He can set these water portals, and he can set them anywhere he wants. And then he can actually warp through him. So you could do cool stuff, like set one here, go in when you want to get out, warp back to where you were. Or, when you're in,
This movement?
you can set one, do some fun zoning, and then use this to get back in.
Okay.
Seems like it's
That was a fake out.
Straight into combos, fun stuff like that.
I was gonna say, it seems like you can go in and out the same portal,
Now,
or maybe
once
that
you've
one just disappeared.
established that you're willing to teleport or throw out some of these fireballs, and the opponent's scared to move, you can start using the whirlpool. And he has close, medium, and far. These will go on the ground, and if the opponent walks into
Toilet
it,
bowl.
they get popped up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I love how he just
Okay, so
grabs
he's
the
gonna be
top
the
of his
obstacle
staff
course
and
character.
goes
Yes,
down
it is.
through.
That's what I
So
like. The
cool.
Freddy Kruegers.
Yeah.
Another move he has is his Geyser. This is a pretty good advancing special he can 2 and 1 into, and if you EX it, it has armor. So it's a good wake-up attack, a good way to beat
Looks
pressure.
cool. It almost looks like ground skull animation.
And I think it'll be one of his best combo enders. And then lastly, one more awesome full range move that kind of shows the full extent of his power.
Ooh, I love that.
And this is a move that he can actually hold
It reminds me of like Cetrion's laser, but swaggier.
or cancel and
Yeah, it
just
does
drop
look
down.
like that.
So you can
And he
do
can
stuff
You can cancel. That's
doing
cool.
your water ball, and what's called a fireball.
Yeah, so
which
many
literally drops
projectiles.
into
This is
that.
dope.
Go into this,
He's definitely like the first zoner
take out the
that we've
opponent.
like seen. Well, Sindel was
You
looking like
drop
she could do a
down.
lot of good zoning too, but
Set
like
up, you can do all kind of stuff. Set up portals.
I feel like his tools are meant for like
you doing that Thunder God move. cancel
zoning in
it, go through
particular,
the portal,
the whole
just
match.
all kind of options full screen. I think
Yeah.
he's going to be a really interesting character to kind of freeze them up full screen to get him and start doing his mix-ups. And speaking of the mix-ups, let's kind of show how he can use his cameo and go with that. I assigned him Striker because I think a cop teaming with a wizard is the exact kind of thing you'd see in Mortal Kombat,
sure.
right? So the first thing I'll show with Striker is he has his grenade toss. Straight out of MK3, comes in, throws the double grenades. They can either go low or high. And you can imagine, these are ambush moves, which means they can come out while Rain is doing his attacks. So you can do stuff like you're doing your
Okay.
straight water beam while he's doing his grenades. They can also aid you in combos. So you can do stuff like
Oh, that's cool.
Got it.
Striker also has a set of baton moves. He's got Cop Bop, where he comes in and does an overhead, and the classic baton sweep from MK3. So these are lows and overheads. So,
Got
great
access
example.
to both of them.
Yes.
Nice.
So, one thing you could do,
Mixing off a cameo?
you got your overhead, the opponent's stand blocking all the time because they don't want to get popped up. What am I supposed to do? sweep them. But you can also do this in a string. So in overhead, you can do overhead, low. Then they get used to the
That's gonna be
timing.
reactable,
They're like,
I feel
oh,
Yeah, that's a
I'm
summon.
one of
That's
these,
not
like,
an
Ninja
ambush.
Killer or Sonic people with good red
Yeah.
boxes. I can fuzzy that.
If I fall
Then
for
you
that, I
start
gotta
doing
take a
stuff
shot,
like-
honestly.
Cop Bob.
Got
Mix
it.
it up. So just from this 50-50, he can use Striker to have more 50-50s.
That's
It's
so
like
that's how you beat Sonic Fox.
that's the key. That's
Got it.
all you have to do.
Got
And
it.
like a famous football player once said, it's more than a 50-50.
Got it.
Lastly, Striker has one more move, which I think is probably my favorite.
My favorite thing is he used a sports reference.
Well, sort of.
Half and half.
Striker comes from behind and handcuffs you. And this gives you a reset. Then you get a bunch of advantage and you can go for
So you can't combo off of it.
So you get into your combos with a handcuff move, then go in and continue your offense. So like you could start a combo with your overhead, go into the handcuffs, and then make them guess low.
Got it.
It's super
That's
fun.
really cool.
Yeah. So I think that's
I mean,
Rain and Striker.
They recover at the same time, it looks like.
yeah, I'm
Fatal
like,
blow?
I thought I was gonna
And I'll
give a
just say
free
Striker
combo.
is my favorite fatal blow.
Okay.
You let that thing go. Gorgeous. Ooh.
All right, that was Rain.
Yep.
Very exciting. People get their hands on Rain soon. That'll be awesome.
He's
Maybe it's the
definitely not
cameo
washed
they're
up.
using for him, but I
Some
feel like
fresh
it's,
moves to make your opponents salty.
I don't know.
Nice.
There's something off
Move on.
for Rain
We're
to
going
me.
to talk about General Shao now, a character that I'm very excited about as a lover of big, bruising
He does look awesome though,
characters.
so there's that.
Those
Still
portals
big
that
and
he
bruising.
does, it'd be cool if he
Just
can
the
summon
general.
them far
He's
away
just
from
general.
him
He's not the
instead of
Emperor.
only being
Right.
able
He's
to
got a
summon
new
them where
weapon.
he's standing.
Yeah,
that.
that would add some
A
pizzazz for
bit
sure.
of a stance character, but I wouldn't say in the same vein as like a Kenshi.
Right.
Like
But
how
definitely
JP in
when
Street
he
Fighter,
axe
he's
in his
like,
hand, axe
snap
out of
his
his
It
finger.
hand.
literally exactly
He's out of
that.
his hand.
Yes,
Be
that would be
careful when
dope.
you're near the axe. That's all I'm going to say.
But like, I
let's
don't
take a
know.
look
I think
at
my
the
main
notes.
problem is just the Striker cameo.
So, big
I feel like he
thing,
needs more juice.
just to show, this is kind of
Shao
a thesis
time.
statement.
Let's do it.
Just swings for the fences.
He's a
right?
powerhouse.
This is back two.
Ooh.
It has advantage. So if you're blocking, don't want to push any buttons probably.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
plus.
was jabbing.
Don't do that because you're going to get hit.
Right.
Great move there. This is a really quick, kind of almost get a little distance.
I don't
to
think
it,
they're
too,
showing
right?
off Reiko today.
Like really
Yeah, I
nice.
didn't hear anything about
quick and
Reiko.
moving some combos.
Right.
Just these three.
Punishing move I like to use is this right here. Very fast, bounces them up. We can show some more stuff with that later, but obviously you can see there's some pathways with that move.
I also really like how his kick attacks are just either uses Zax or he's just huge big boots.
just like
yeah,
standing
just-
big boot.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people, I enjoy the two-player animation strings.
Right.
So he has this overhead, doesn't combo anything,
Ooh.
but hit the throw button afterwards.
So good.
And he also has a low one as well.
Boom.
Ooh. Yo, he looks so cool.
Now let's talk about his special moves. His special move, the one that kind of encapsulates what he is Power Strike. He will just throw the axe on the ground, and there it is. You have about 7-8 seconds just to do stuff without the axe, right? You can also call it back. Boom.
Okay.
Now when it's on the ground, different strings. That's back one.
Ooh, throwing the hands.
Nice.
He also, and I get the axe back after, of course, doing the command grab.
So all of his axe moves get replaced with different normal attacks.
Yes.
And some are faster, some have different reactions.
Right. And some change some of your other special moves. We'll get to that in a second.
Even his throw changes.
Yes, even his throw. So
wow.
here's his throw.
I like that.
Just to show the, Mataro as well. And then with the axe, he just bangs in the face with the axe.
Right.
Other
Similar.
specials he has.
Yeah.
So you can huge. That was the meter burn. I got a full screen
Okay.
projectile. Now if you're close, you
That
can.
Freddy.
It's kind of like how Kratos puts his axe down when he goes into the
Pops up.
Spartan raid.
Yeah.
He has a buff This makes your axe powers do more damage. You can also
Okay.
EX that to get more time on it as well. Big move in his arsenal that also leads
That
to a
throw
lot
probably
of
gets
crazy
chunky with
good
that
damage
buff on.
is his armored launcher is his knee.
It's kind of represented. Kind of makes me think of the MK3 like up shoulder, except now it's a knee.
Right, and you can throw that out a lot of places. Always there. But if you EX the knee, you get a free power slam after that. So you can do like that.
Okay.
And then his axe is on the ground
All right.
again.
Okay.
So that's how you rotate throughout the character, right? And now it's on the ground, now it's back to me. So then you can start doing really cool stuff like this into power slam, back into that.
Nice.
And that's a pretty nice chunky combo.
And now you have the axe back.
Right. When the axe is on the ground,
Better hope you're
Other cool
near
things
the
to do.
axe.
power slam. Now, I have a ground pound.
Neat.
Now here's the interesting thing. When you are on the axe, it is an overhead low,
Okay.
which
It
is
looks the same.
kind of tough to block.
Yeah.
You can also, throw this down, do this.
And
Combo
that's
after.
like a quick recall.
Right. Yeah, so if you have it down, you also have a move where you can just be near it, and it's very fast slash.
Okay.
So a lot of really cool stuff you can do.
And he's clearly meant to be going in and out during
Yes.
the fight, in the middle of combos, getting it back at the end of combos.
Maybe recalling it if you want to.
Right.
Lots of stuff like that. But if you are, as my opponent, near the axe, there's a lot of stuff you need to think about.
Right. So it's almost like with the axe, you have, kind of really good range, not the quickest moves. Without the axe, you're much quicker, and
Yes.
you can use it, establish the axe on the screen, and they're going to have to respect it, and that's going to kind of open up your grabs, your
But if
mix-ups,
they just
stuff
walk
like
away
that.
from the
It's
axe,
super
he doesn't
cool.
have access
You
to
can
those
also,
moves.
like, he also,
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
pick stuff out of the air
And
that
how
sort of
close
thing.
is near the axe?
The
Is it
knee
like
into power
you're
strike
right
is-
on it, or can
Right.
you be like
Right.
a good like
Really
5 feet away?
Make sure I'm not missing anything. I do want to show some stuff with Motaro.
Okay.
So Motaro has a couple things you can use. Now, obviously, I'm a big guy. Projectiles might scare me.
Right.
Well, I can do this. I can pull them out, walk behind it. You don't want to be throwing projectiles at it.
That's so
That
good.
will reflect. And I'm walking it down.
I do
with
like that one.
I love that, that's a way to call back to his thick reflect skin from
Right.
MK3.
And now you're kind of you're a little confused. What do you do? Boom, you're
Nice.
He also has this turret he can do. Will shoot 3 shots at you.
The
There's a
startup
low
being
intensity
summoned
to that.
though kind of makes
Now
that scary.
here's
I don't know.
something that I've chosen Motaro with General Shao for a reason.
Okay.
Remember this move?
Yes.
Can't do a lot out of it.
Right.
He has this teleport, right?
Okay.
Maybe you can read a projectile, maybe not. But you can move around the battlefield quicker.
I'm fine
than
with the
that.
axe. The axe
But
is cool.
With this overhead,
Um,
I can teleport.
I know he's iconic
Still
with the
can do a
hammer,
lot.
but
It's a true
Wait, that
combo. So
combo?
now you have to worry
the
about
axe
this,
is still cool.
and you have to worry about something like this. Like that's now in play.
Right.
So you can do the full thing too. You can do like
Oh wow.
What a cool example of one of my favorite things about the Cameo system. It
Right.
allows you to break the rules
That all
and
comboing is pretty
restrictions
cool.
of your roster.
and I
character.
think that's why I love Shao so much is that he breaks the rules also with the knee into power slam. He's
Right.
It's a special into a special, which Johnny can do too. Of course, he breaks that rule at times with his meter, with his height meter. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, fun sort of breaking the meta of what Shao is, just what you can do with that.
And
Really
I think
cool.
it's so neat about the Cameo system. You kind of look at your play style, look at your character, and think, what are my weaknesses? What are the things I think I'm missing? And you can use your Cameo to turn those weaknesses into
Right.
strengths.
And for me, it's like if I'm so far away from people, just as a zoner, just even having this just to get me out of dodge, right?
Right.
Now I'm close again.
Now
and
you're
now
close.
now you don't want to be there. Let's show the. We need to turn up to do the.
Yeah, give yourself 1%.
Let's do that real quick. Show the fatal blow.
It's a real good one.
Drops it from the sky.
Oh, he's not horsing around.
Oopity.
Just drops on it.
General Shao.
Pretty cool.
Super fun. I've had a really good time playing with them. Just a different style.
He does
of
look
fighting,
like
different
very
than you
interesting.
used
I
to for
like
General
the
Shao, so it's
Right.
been a really
setup
good time.
potential.
Yeah, and I
he
think
has.
it's really neat. You know, we also showed Geras having these big brute characters who you might think is like, oh, they're brain dead brawlers or whatever. And no, in this game, no, they're not. They're definitely, you know, really interesting, nuanced characters. It's really cool.
Or they can just swing an axe as hard as they want.
Or you could just do back to over and over again and do throws.
Right, and that's also
Right.
a fun way to play. So before we go, Derek's not here, and I. This hurts so bad. You know that, right? It's time for birthday shout-outs, everybody.
Oh,
I don't mind the birthday shout-outs. It's the horn, really.
Ooh.
Here we go. You ready?
I am ready. I'm excited.
They never have
Mike
Kombat
Lee.
Kast around our birthday, so we never get to be
Regina
in the
Safari.
birthday
Ooh,
shout-outs.
kitties.
That's not true.
Nicolette Mihalka.
I got shouted out once.
Brian
Did
Evans.
you?
When
Eric
Sindel
Buck.
came out. She came out on my birthday.
Kingston Lorenzo. Tim
It was dope.
Matthews. Liv Nava. Greer Cole. Brad Fauchot. Brian Arvizu. Cam Lynch.
I'm
James
hoping we get at
Bolton,
least one more
Ruben
trailer.
Perez.
I think so.
We have to because they're not.
Bartholomew. Those are your birthday shout-outs
Not all
for
the
this
cast
week.
is revealed yet.
Fun stream. Probably,
Yes.
I probably said it was shorter. It probably wasn't that much
Yeah,
shorter.
possibly 2 more trailers.
We want to get in here and show
But
you some characters.
most
We'll be
likely
back
at
very
least
soon
one.
to show you more, hopefully. But before we go, I think we have a fight from QA
We do.
that we would love to show
I
you.
love to
This
watch
is
It's a
these.
fun
gonna
one.
be a really cool one. So we'll show you that. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Our cotton colony. You may have been a soldier.
The General and Baraka. This is just
Yeah.
no nuance needed.
No, these are our two monster
No.
brawler guys. They love to fight. They're nasty. So we've got Baraka with Striker,
Ooh, okay, Baraka.
Leaves his blades in the ground, regrows blades.
I like that
Shao
intro.
with Motaro. I have no idea
Damn,
why
so,
Striker would be working with Baraka.
Shao really hates people
but
with Tarkat,
you don't always have to follow the lore.
huh? Oh, look at that Tarkat. Wow. He looks cool.
Ooh,
Hat.
where's that overhead?
Hammers.
Power slam.
See
Ooh.
if Shao keeps him in the corner. Nope, switches sides.
Now you
Big
can with
damage.
that move choose which way you want to go.
Right.
Boom.
I love his animations. He looks
Oh,
so
really?
heavy.
Oh, big stab, shish kebab. Back to flaming neutral.
That big jump stop that Baraka does is very funny.
Yes.
With a flawless block.
Oh, this is gonna be big.
Notice how he had
Oh,
it's a low?
knee, with a pop-up without the axe in his hand.
Is this our first time seeing the Baraka fatal blow?
Forgot to block the
Think?
second part of that fatal blow, the low. That's tricky. Paid for it.
They made him so good in this game. Like, he just looks so appealing. I don't
All
know.
right, let's see. One way to look at it is at least Baraka no longer has his fatal blow. Good jump
I love
attack.
that special.
Throws got him
The
punished.
Sonic spin?
Yeah.
Oh, he breakers with a taser?
Big break. That was going to put the axe on the ground and lead to some damage.
Motaro.
I love that his
He beats his
Yeah.
chest.
big hind kick.
Boom.
I
And
love
it's
that.
so exciting to see Motaro back. You know, he's a character that
Plus
makes
frames.
very, very
Plus
few
frames.
appearances. Like, I've always
He's in
wanted
your
him back.
face.
Very
Oh, corner is
excited.
gonna be so dangerous.
You saw earlier he did the back two twice, but he will do it again.
Yes. Sometimes you got to do it again. The no mix up, mix up.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Big overhead.
Very quick
Tara.
overhead when the axe is in the ground.
Old school wind shear is so dope.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. There could be matchups where it's better to not use your axe as much. Have
Ah.
axes be the main way you fight. If they're
Oh,
faster
the
character,
pa-
maybe like a Tang or something.
They're
Another
getting a lot of
breaker. They
breakers,
take 3
surprisingly.
bars in this game, and I think one thing a lot of people forget is your cameo has to be available.
And notice when he breaks right in, right before power strike, his axe is staying to the ground.
Okay. All right, Baraka.
This is a close one. Oh, really good punish.
Oh, gorge.
Gets the turn out.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
It's over.
That'll be it.
Brutality.
See what it's gonna
Imagine.
do.
He
Fatality.
screams at you. Motaros?
This looks dangerous for Baraka.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah.
That didn't go
Gets the
well
job
for
done.
Baraka.
No.
That's a bummer.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
We love to hear what you think on Twitter, what you think
Yeah.
about the characters and whatnot. For myself and Stephanie, we will see you next time on the Kombat Kast.
Woo!
Well, thank you guys for enjoying our live reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was dope. I'm excited for Sindel. Rain looking really good. They all look really good, honestly, but obviously Sindel was probably my favorite out of all of them. I like the potential she has. I love how she can interact with Cameo. That's something we haven't seen before from any other character, so I'm real interested in that.
Yeah, Shao and Rain were my favorites, but for different reasons. Rain looks like the swaggy zoner, which I always like having at least one of those in each game. And then Shao, just a crazy rush down, oppressive, brute force. I don't know who I'm going to try first. I guess we'll have to wait and see on day one.
Oh, their archetypes are looking amazing. Like, I like how they're spreading out different play styles, and you could tell this is kind of like an experimental game for them, but like, I'm liking it. The only thing I would change, honestly, is that I feel like there just needs to be more ambush cameos. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more summons in ambush. I think they could spice up the game by like having more cameo creativity.
Yeah, a lot of the cameos are showing off. You keep seeing their character get to the stance.
Yeah, they're like, ooh,
Yeah.
okay, it's my turn now. But it's like, when I think of assist fighter, I really want both people fighting at the same time more often than not. But that's just how I feel.
I agree.
But yeah, thanks guys for watching. We're almost there, less than a month away, and then we'll all have a full game in our hands. Super exciting.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.